RESHAR TV. Innovative content, global audience.
Good afternoon. My name is Rebecca A, your host for People and Politics Show. If you are new to our channel, please do us well by following SRTV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. This show brings to you the latest insights into the factors that are shaping and shaping our political world. My country, Nigeria. Modern Nigeria dated from 1914 during the British protectorate of the amalgamation, the coming together of the northern and southern Nigeria in 1914. And then Nigeria got its independence on 1st October 1960, and then it became a republic. It became a republic on 1963, where it became under Commonwealth. So today's Nigeria, in fact, in our today's society, everything is just moving upside down. I think Nigeria of yesterday is better than Nigeria of today, because we are getting to 64 years. October this year, Nigeria will be 64. And then there is nothing tangible to account for it. What a pity. Insecurity, the food crisis. So there are so many things affecting us in the country right now. We are the giants of Africa. We need to do better. We need to be better. We don't need to be striving at this particular time. We need to do better than the way we are. But look at we right now. Of yesterday, we can see what happened at Delta State. The communal clashes. You can imagine, if we are fighting ourselves, how are we going to be in harmony to fight external attacks? Some communities in Delta State, they had a clash, and then the army went to intervene, and then they were killed. And then they have retaliated, and it's very drastic. Now the innocent people, it falls back to the poor, because the ones that are innocent now, they are the ones at the receiving end. They are killing them, they are burning down houses. If you touch one soldier, and you know what that means, just one, and this one generals, a lot of them were killed. We really need to do something about it, else there will be war. It's already war. We are tackling food insecurity, and then this fight now amongst us is really pathetic. What is our political world turning to? And then if you go to the National Assembly, the recent news of budget paddling, Ningi was suspended, that he alleged that there was a budget paddling in the National Assembly. And then I said, freedom of speech is threatened. Is it that one cannot speak? But at the same time, is it the first time this has been going on? I believe this is not the first time. But the only thing that is making it seem as if it's the first time is because one of them have decided to speak up. So another question is it, why now? Why have he decided to speak up now? Or to him, he has reasons best known to him. Democracy fails. This is a democracy fails. Democracy fails when it refuses to meet the needs of citizens, when their security is at stake, when they cannot provide the basic needs of individuals, there is no democracy, because you are supposed to account for anything that is happening. You are supposed to assure us full security in the state and in the country at large. But look at what is happening now. It is very devastating and so pathetic. What is happening to our country? We really cannot comprehend. The government needs to tackle this. In fact, these insecurity issues need to be tackled, because without security there will be no food. Without security, your movement will be at stake. You will not move freely without fear, and that will prevent investors from coming into our country, and before you know it, everything will be going down. Insecurity is very important amongst all of this, because it's with security that we can get everything we are looking. We are country Nigeria, we have everything here. We are blessed with petroleum and natural resources. We are rich. We just need tactics, we just need good leadership to put all of this in check, to put all of this in practice, to make our country a better place, so that investors can come and invest, and then we will promote, we develop our country, and it will be of growth. But what they do is to embezzle funds and then invest in foreign countries, thereby leaving our country to wallow in abject poverty. In health sector, we are very poor. That's why you see most of our doctors, they are jackpering, and the rest of them, we are losing them. We are losing. I think that's a network issue. That's one of the problems we have in our country right now. Network issues. What do we know? The network is very bad. Very bad. Network is very bad. Network is very bad. Network is very bad. It's very bad. The network was very bad. I really apologize for the network issues and then the light issues. That's one of the challenges we have in our country, Nigeria. Welcome back. Like I was saying, we have everything we need in our country, Nigeria. But leadership is our problem. They don't want to do anything to promote the country. They prefer to travel abroad, take their children there. Perhaps they don't have anything to lose here, and then they prefer to get their treatment abroad. That's why They are less concerned about the health sector. They prefer to do everything outside because they embezzle funds. So they get everything they want at a platter of gold. But who is at the receiving end? The youth. You and I, we are the receiving end. We suffer it. When it's time for elections, they become humble, they become good people, they visit IDPs, they do a whole lot of good things, and then we are carried away. On the day of elections, we vote them because of what we have seen at that particular time. And when elections are over, they go back to their normal ways. What a country. Shame on us. Shame on Nigerian leaders. We need to wake up. Okay, let me ask this question. I want to throw these questions to Nigerian leaders. You travel abroad, right? You go for vacations, you go for treatment, you go for maybe schools, you go for business deals, name them, so many of them. Okay, you enjoy yourself there. Do you feel bad? Supposing the government of certain countries that you travel to behave the way you are behaving here, would you have traveled there to enjoy yourself or to have fun or to carry out your assignment? Will you be happy to be there? The answer is no. Why not invest in your own country so that people can as well come in and enjoy themselves as the way you do when you travel? Why can't you imitate good things? Is it only the bad things that you imitate? Do us well by imitating those people as well. Because they are laughing at you and I, all of us. You are in Nigeria, go heaven, come down. Na still Nigeria we dey o. It's your country. If you wan go there, if you wan live there, if you want abandon here, pack all the money, go and stay there. You are still not an indigene of that place. You are still a Nigerian. Even though you are not a Nigerian by birth, and even though you are born, you are still a Nigerian. There is no place like home. The earlier you develop your own country, the better for you. What is so hard in developing your country? You will not still run dry, you won't still get poor. It's not as if when you do all those things, you provide basic social amenities, you do the needful, you develop your country, you will still not be broke. Or is it that you are an enemy of good things, or you don't like good things, or are you allergic to good things? If actually you are allergic to good things, then I believe you will not be traveling to enjoy good things outside the country. I believe you will stay here and suffer because that's what you want. For how long will you keep traveling? For how long? Is it not better to provide everything you need that you are enjoying? You can still bring it here. If it is that you bring the things you go outside to enjoy here and you still travel, it's okay. Maybe a change of environment once in a while is fine. But you don't have them in your country. I believe you will have friends outside. When they visit your country, how do you feel? What do you tell them about your own country? Is that how you go to their country and feel? The answer is no. We need to develop our country. We need to handle food insecurity in the country because our country is known to be good in agriculture. We are good in farming. We have natural resources. We are resourceful. We are a good nation. But bad leadership is why we are here today. We don't have good leaders that will develop our country. We don't have good leaders that will tackle the problems that we have in our country. The only people that come in is for their own personal interest, and that is it alone. So it's very, very pathetic. But before I continue, I would like to go on a quick break. And when I'm back, we'll be coming with a guest, someone very amazing, someone so good, a politician, and then a real estate manager, and so on. He will be enlightening us about the people and politics show and into the factors that are shaping and are reshaping our political world, and of course the way forward to how to better our country. Let's go on a quick break.
At SRTV Film Academy, our students are not just learners. Through our comprehensive programs and hand-on trainings, they are transformed into confident and skilled professionals ready to face the world of filmmaking and journalism. We offer a range of courses from film acting to cinematography, costume and makeup design, special effects, script writing, directing, and lots more. Take the first step to unleashing your potentials on the big screen. Do well to register with us today. Remember, there is always a professional way to doing everything.
Acting is my true passion. I can't wait to dive into the beautiful world of character interpretations. The ability to step into someone else's shoes, feel what they feel, bring their stories to life is an exhilarating experience for me. SRTV Film Academy has a comprehensive curriculum that will help me refine my acting skills, explore different acting techniques, and of course, help me find my unique voice as an actor. I am so ready to take on any role, embrace any challenge, and make my impact in the world of film.
Cinematography has always fascinated me, and I am thrilled to be able to hone my skill at SRTV Film Academy, and I can already envision myself behind camera capturing electrifying, breathtaking shots that will leave the audience in awe. Yeah, for real.
Being a part of SRTV Film Academy means I get to take my love for makeup to a whole new level. Special effects makeup is like magic, I tell you. Allow me to create scars, wounds, and fantastic creatures. I can't wait to learn to use the art of protesting to create imaginary world. And all hands on deck and guidance from professionals at SRTV Film Academy will help refine my skill and turn my passion into a career. I'm eager to unleash my creativity and make a lasting impression in the world of film and television.
As someone who is passionate about reporting and journalism, I am more than thrilled to be part of this prestigious academy. I can't wait to learn how to effectively communicate or engage with viewers through reporting and storytelling.
SRTV Film Academy Abuja, enroll today!
We're gonna shoot you! We're gonna shoot you!
SRTV Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to help you move your goods from one place to another. If you're moving your goods out of the country or within the country, you can come to us.
Trust us to handle your deliveries with the utmost care and professionalism, ensuring your items reach their destination safely and on time. Don't settle for anything less.
We're part of the global supply chain of helping goods to move from one point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers. You can contact us with the numbers on the screen or email us at logistic@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let SRTV Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home.
We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience, surrounded with modern nature. That's definitely what you crave for. Well, you asked for it, and here we have it. Why not live the best of your dreams by making do with time, space, and value? The smartest form of real estate investment is that which is done at the initial public offer.
Join the long list of satisfied clients who have chosen SRTV Real Estate for all their property needs. We pride ourselves
in turning your dreams into homes.
Act today. Secure your slice of a palace, even on a flexible payment plan, and embark on a journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Your dream is valid, living in a place of fabulous wealth and great opportunities. Don't compromise the standards of living. Explore the world of vast opportunities by investing in SRTV Real Estate today. Superb location, habitable, accessible, attractive, and a secret to every smart investor. For your real estate, SRTV is trusted and reliable.
Contact us today with the number on the screen or
Email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Come back. As you all know, I'm Rebecca A, your host for People and Politics Show. This show brings to you the latest insights into the factors that are reshaping and are shaping our political world. If you are new to our channel, please do us well by following SRTV on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Nigeria, my country. We need to rise up. We are the giants of Africa. But right now, it looks as if we are no longer the giant. But I believe we'll come back to being giants. We need to be giants. We need to rise up as the giant that as we are. Because as it is right now, it's not funny at all. Insecurity here and there. There is no security at all. We are tired of sleeping and with one eye. We are tired of food insecurity. We are tired of the crisis and everything that is happening in our country. We are not supposed to be lamenting right now. We are supposed to be at the top. Naira is devaluing, inflation here and there. Deflation is not coming anytime soon because anything that goes up in Nigeria hardly comes down. That's the state where we are. What becomes of the common man? They are the receiving ends because those politicians out there, they don't have anything to lose. And that is why we are asking on the government to do something, to look into the situation of our country right now, because we voted them there. This is a democratic state, and it's supposed to be held responsible for anything. They are supposed to bring accountability for what is happening, and are supposed to be held responsible. Where are we right now? The country is bleeding. We need solutions. So, on today's show, we have a guest. He's such an amazing person. He's on the show. I believe he's having network issues. But he will be joining us soon. Our guest is a real estate manager and also a politician. I believe that the president is still alive on that seat and is seeing everything that is happening. Though I guess to be joining us soon, we are just experiencing network challenges, but I believe he will join us soon. Yeah. So, to the youth out there, the government have already frustrated us. And what do we do as a youth? We are also adding to our problems. If we are fighting ourselves, what do we expect those bandits to do? This same energy we are using to fight ourselves, the communal clashes, we should join hands together with that energy and then fight external attacks like the bandits and those kidnapping. We should join forces and fight. It's not good at all. Killing our national, like killing our security men that are supposed to protect us in the country is what is not funny. Because without them, there will be chaos in the country. That is a barbaric act. If you are killing them, what do you expect of the country? If they decide to be angry and say they are going to maybe they declare state of emergency now, what will become of the country? Even for one day, you know how it's crime will increase, will go into anarchy, there will be no laws, and that would be disastrous. Have you thought about that? If you have thought about all this, then you wouldn't be killing your army people. Our army people. They are supposed to defend the territorial integrity of the state. They're supposed to protect us. And I believe they were going there. I don't really know, but I believe they were going there for a peace and conflict resolution. And then the masses are suffering it right now. I guess he's supposed to be with us, but he said he's having network issues. It would have been nice having him here. But then, I pray the network should permit him to be with us. He's trying to really connect and join, but to no avail. But I pray he joins. What are the major challenges we have in our country? Nigeria now is supposed to unite. We are supposed to be developed. But if you stand up there, the next thing, what you know is political competition, religious crisis, here and there. This group will be fighting this one. All those things bounce back to politics. I know religious crisis might be there, but it will still bounce back to politics. Is that how it should be? We should be trying to better the country, not to worsen the situation. Now, innocent people are being killed. But how about the abduction in Kaduna State? What is happening? What measures are they taking to free those girls? Someone will commit a crime here and it will be taking ages to fish them out. Unlike the other third world countries. What a country. And that is why you see those people that commit this crime have the nerves, the audacity to come commit the same crime again, because they know they won't be caught or it will be swept under the carpet. If one of them is used as a scapegoat, one or two of them are used as a scapegoat, I believe they will be scared to commit such crimes. But what do I know? At times there are more to this, because a commoner cannot just stand up and go and adopt children or girls or commit a serious crime if not sponsored by other people of class or other political personnel or officials. At times they are sponsored by big men, by big people. That's why at times you just see a case will just rise before you know it's down and they're not talking about it, and it's just like that. But this one at Delta State, they have touched the lion's tail, because if you touch one army, you have touched all of them. And their retaliation is so bad, is so disastrous, that they don't mind sweeping off the whole community. And the community members now are innocent, because there is no way one will commit a crime and still be there. That the receiving end right now. Let's look for those measures. We can do better, my country. To our leaders out there, please, the government, look into insecurity matters, because it's killing our country. Find the necessary information. Find everything you need to know. If it's going into a treaty like going into negotiation, I don't know how you go about it, but there is always a way out. There should be peace in the country. We are not at peace right now. There should be peace. So the government together with individuals, please let's help the government as well. But the government has to help us before we can chip in. If they need help from individuals, they should do that. Because it's when you identify a problem that you can solve it. And then those are the national assemblies. By being corrupt, what will you have to say to the youth out there that are corrupt? Leadership by example. A corrupt person cannot tame a corrupt person. But someone who is free from corruption can be able to tame, punish, or correct someone that is corrupt. But you go there, you see them budget padding and the rest of them, and now one person is used as a scapegoat because he spoke up. But cases of insecurity, I just hope they will do the same thing with case of insecurity. They will stand up and fight it the same way they are fighting someone that spoke up concerning budget paddling. So please and please, we can do better, my country. To the youth out there, please, let's desist from crime. I know it's not easy out there. I know things are difficult right now. The way the country is, nobody is smiling. There is food insecurity, food crisis, and here and there. There is no peace. But still, please, let's desist from crimes and hope that things will be good. Our president needs to do something. The government needs to do something. Individuals need to do something. So, please, my viewers, let's be security cautious. When you see something, say something. Not when it brings you down, and then nobody will be there, or there will be nothing to be done about it. We'll soon be wrapping up the show. Our guest network is very bad. Oh, he's live right now, so we'll be adding him back to the show. Welcome back. He's live right now, Mr. Dickson. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. You are welcome on the show, People and Politics. I'm honored to have you here. It was so impromptu, but you accepted to be with us on the show. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Please, can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Ambassador Dickson Eka, Group Managing Director, DICKSON Group of Companies, and I'm also a public affairs commentator.
Okay. All right. So, you are welcome to the show, sir. I'm honored to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. Like we all know, the country is not smiling right now. We are the giants of Africa. Our country is rich in petroleum and natural resources, but then the leaders are actually our problem. So People and Politics show, we bring you to the insights into the factors that are reshaping and are shaping our political world. So on today's show, we would like you to share with us briefly some of the challenges that we have in politics and the way forward to it. So my first question is this. I would like to know the major challenges we have in politics.
Well, thank you, listeners. Thank you for having me. In Nigeria today, we are faced with a lot of challenges up and down. And chief among them is the issue of nepotism, where almost the successive presidents we've had in the country have all decided that the people they know are the best to handle the affairs of the country, Somebody will come to power, and instead of looking around, the person in the capacity of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a country of over 250 ethnic nationalities, to be able to know people across board, across all the states of the federation, and should be able to at least give us the best hands that can run the economy. That will go a long way in helping and shaping the democracy. But what do we have today? In the last administration, it was such an arrangement whereby if you are not a northern Fulani man, you are likely not going to get any security job, being the head of our security, both military and paramilitary outfits. That was there. Then we have another brand new president now with so much hope that he's going to develop the economy. And he came, and the economy has been turned into a Lagos affair, where only the Lagos boys are in charge of everything that has to do with finance, both the physical and the monetary aspect of our policies. So no country can survive with that kind of high-handedness and nepotism. We need to look beyond who we know. We need to look beyond who have served us before. Governance should not be all about settlement ground. This person has worked for me when I was governor of so and so state. He was my former commissioner. He was this and that. Then you decide to reward them. No, it shouldn't be like that. As long as we continue to do that, the country will not grow. We have a lot to do for this country, and we must make sacrifices. People that work for you, yes, you can settle them in so many ways that you can use to settle people that work for you. Not necessarily giving them ministerial slots, not necessarily giving them chairman of FIRS, custom, and what have you. As long as we continue to do that, the country cannot grow. I remember the days of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was fed to all zones of all the geopolitical zones. That was when we had the likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala coming to serve, the likes of Femi Adesina, the likes of Obi Ezekwesili, the likes of, name them, there are many, even Nazir El-Rufai. We never knew him until he was brought on board. But these days, the only thing we have now is nepotism. The people I know, the people that have worked with me before and all of that. Okay, look at what is going on with the CBN today. We were expecting that Naira will bounce back to what it was, even though it was so bad with President Muhammad Buhari. But it's as if we've seen nothing under his own reign. See where the CBN is today. Somebody that was an MD of a bank, and the bank does it. Then how do you now reward him with a bigger opportunity of being a regulatory head of all the banks in the country? I don't think we've gotten the best, and until we get the best, we may continue to move around the circle, and we may not get results.
That's bad. So that's really bad. So can you compare the last administration so far with the present one?
Comparing the last administration with the present one, it's still like dancing in a circle. There's no much difference, even though they have tried in an attempt to rubbish the former government. They said they are inheriting the problem of the last administration. But what are they doing differently? Nothing. They're still talking about trader money, sharing of cash, conditional cash transfer, this one, that. These are not the solution. It can never be the solution. So there's no much difference. There was high level of nepotism. All forms of nepotistic tendencies was witnessed in the last administration.
Sir, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Very
Please
well.
can you put your phone on landscape mode. Okay. Please go
I think that's
ahead.
what I did.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Is it better?
Keep it on landscape mode. As if you are watching.
It's been on landscape.
It's okay now. Go ahead, please.
Right. So I was saying there's no much difference between the two governments that we have witnessed in the last administration and this one. No much difference. It's almost the same thing. The only thing is that they have removed subsidy and floats, and they have floated the naira, and it has crippled the economy more than before. If not, why President Muhammad Buhari was making his own Fulani ethnicity the heads of all government agencies, all government parastatals and agencies, particularly the security outfit, the military and paramilitary. President Tinubu is also doing the same in the aspect of the economy. Everyone that has to do with revenue generation, that has to do with spending, has to do with revenue issues, it's been all about Lagos boys. And I can bet you today, if they have the economy meeting of this country that comprises of the revenue generating agencies and the ministers of finance and the CBN, who are the key members, then they can freely use Yoruba language as the official language in the meeting. And that is how bad it has been. So how can we move forward?
That's actually bad. Well, sir, please, can you tell us the political status of Nigeria right now?
Well, the status is so bad, and that is what I've talked about. The states are helpless. The governors are ruling like emperors. The state houses of assembly have been so crippled to the level that they cannot bite anymore, So it's not making things difficult it's not making it difficult for people to operate on the principle of separation of powers at the state level. We are supposed to have a federal system where the state will be working on their own independently, and the federal will be working on their own independently. But what we have today is that while the federal is trying to work, as the National Assembly is trying to work, then the states cannot even work. The governors have pocketed the state houses of assembly, and they use them, they rule the way they want. And nobody is there to checkmate them. So it's been such a difficult, and that's why when people call for state policing, I say, why? Why should we grant state policing? Proliferation of our security system cannot be the solution. We should rather have empowered the governors. Let's localize the policing system so that it's not, if you are from, for instance, you are from Delta State, let the commissioner of police for Delta State come from Delta State because he knows the terrain of the state. Not that you go to Zamfara and pick someone who doesn't even know the state very well to come and be the commissioner of state in that area. Likewise, the DPO. Now we are complaining of how the governors are using the local government as a settlement ground. They rule the local government the way they want. Then we want to give them more power in the security aspect. That the state police will now have to carry the same arms that the federal police is carrying. Are we safe in this country? What about the time of election? In a state like Kogi, we witnessed what happened in the last election. So if that kind of state has a state police, what would have happened in that election? With AK-47 and other forms of rifles, automated rifles, it would have been very difficult. So for me, while we try to separate powers by devolving more powers to the state, we should not, for now, look at the security aspect because our governance system, our political structure has not grown up to that level where we will entrust our governors with so much power with what they have done to the local government that is under them.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful answer. Our country is a democratic one. I don't know, I would like you to give us your own view concerning the suspension, the Ningi suspension at the National Assembly.
Well, that is the part of the rascality in the use of excess powers that our leaders have been exhibiting all the while. Somebody made a categorical statement, that the budget was padded. Fine. Is the budget padded? Yes or no? Okay, if you look at the submission of all the people that spoke in the plenary where Senator Abdul Ningi was suspended, almost all of them alluded to the fact that the budget was actually padded. Because a senator stood up and said some senators have over 100 billion naira allocation to their own district, to their own constituencies, while some did not even have up to 500 million naira in their own constituency. How then can a budget be more padded than that? So what I was expecting, what I expected the Senate President and the leadership of the Senate to do is to involve the services of an independent body to investigate what really happened in the budget. then we should be able to say, okay, this is their findings. This senator actually lied, that there was nothing like this, no budget was padded and all of that, before the man could be punished. For this one, you bath the baby, you throw away the bad water with the baby. What about the constituency that the man represented? He represented the people. It means that if the affairs of Nigeria is to be discussed right now, the people of Bauchi Central District will not be part of the decision, and that is not right. This is a statement that is verifiable. It's a statement that can be investigated and the truth be unveiled. So why truncating it? So it's quite unfortunate. I learned that in that same budget that he alleged that was padded, that there was a particular allocation that was done, that each borehole was to be drilled for a whooping 193 million naira for one borehole. When you total it, is a very big figure. So what should it be? Okay, if you check it, they say 427 boreholes will be drilled with 82.5 billion naira. By the time you divide 82.5 billion naira by 427 boreholes, which is the number which they wanted to drill, it means that you'll be drilling one borehole for 195 million naira. As part of my community service, I've drilled more than 5 boreholes in my village, all motorized, solar panel, servicing them. Each of it, I did less than 5 million naira. So give or take, if prices of things has shooted up now, then maybe each borehole should be around 7 million, or highest 8 million. Or at most, you get it for about 10 million. So where are we getting 193 million naira from? How can the budget be more padded? Still in that same budget, street light, about 1,150 street light to be done with a whooping 212 billion naira. ICT projects for a value of 30 billion naira, 170. Like, by the time you check it, you discover that the budget was actually padded. And 3.7 trillion naira that is injected into the budget for this kind of frivolous project should be highly investigated, and the circumstances and mystery over it should be unraveled before anybody should be suspended or otherwise. That's what I think. Are you with me?
The first time that padding the budget, or he just feel like speaking up now? That's the question I would like to know.
I didn't get to well.
I said Ningi has been a member of the National Assembly for a long time now. I would like to know, is it the first time they are padding the budget, or it has been there for a long time, or he just decided to speak up now?
This definitely cannot be the first time that they are padding the budget. And we have been hearing that budgets have been padded. The issue of budget padding has been in the National Assembly for a very long time.
Okay.
But we cannot continue like this. If Ningi has been a ranking member of the Senate, and he has been in the Senate for long, and they have been padding the budget all the while, and he decided to come out now and speak, then why don't we listen to the message and drop the messenger?
Okay. It's okay. So are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. I would like to know, what are the measures, what are the things that we can do to improve and develop our country, Nigeria?
Well, we need to be patriotic enough to the level that when people are appointed into offices, They should not go and give thanksgiving in churches and mosques that God has provided with them with opportunity to steal our money. They should rather see it as an opportunity to serve. I have been following the politics, the intrigues of the United States politics as they head towards the 2024 presidential election. And I can tell you that a former vice president could not raise money to fund his own campaign. You know, a former vice president of the country of the United States could not raise funds to sponsor his own election. The sitting president is depending on sponsorship.
I'm sorry for the break in transmission. I'm sorry for the light issue. That's one of the problems we have in our country right now, lights. So go ahead, sir, please.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is that the way forward is that we should be so patriotic enough that when you are appointed into a political office, you don't see it like God has blessed you for you to go and loot. You should rather be a call to serve. And I was citing an instance of United States who are now heading towards the 2024 presidential election in the US. You know, the immediate past vice president of the country could not have money to sponsor his own election, you know, because he did not steal, but he supervised the budget that is over 100 times the size of Nigerian budget. But he did not have the money to contest for the election. He indicated interest, sponsors were not coming, and he had to drop. We have a sitting president right now, Joe Biden, who is contesting and is depending on people's sponsorship. The amount that he's using for the campaign is known. He can never use more than necessary. So we need to grow up to that level. And the only way to do it for our serving leaders to be so patriotic that they should not be only thinking about their own people. They should think about the best and bring out the best from wherever they might be to come and serve.
Leaders. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for the youth out there, especially when it comes to voting in new leaders?
Well, the advice I have for the youth is that they should avoid this issue of this person is from my region. This person, if this person goes to power, I will have opportunity to go and serve, to go and loot and all of that. They should shy away from that. And one of the best solutions to that is that they should be entrepreneurship minded. If you have a good business that you are doing and you are making the money, you will make mockery of politicians. You may not have need to go down to them for political appointment, for all of that. You will stand firm and then go for the best. That is what some of us have done over the years. So I will advise that.
They won't even buy you off during elections. Yeah.
And you will not be bought off. You will not be bought off. How much can they offer you? You know, you spit at their money and go and do the right thing.
Exactly.
Until we are able to do that, we may not get the best.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. We'll call it a wrap from here. I appreciate you so much for coming for the show. We are very grateful. SRTV appreciate you a lot, sir. Thank you, sir. We look forward to having you again next time.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm always available, and I pray that Nigeria will grow to the destination we want it to be.
All right, sir. How is work today, sir?
Everything is fine. We thank God.
I hope you've had lunch today.
To God's glory.
Okay, we thank God for that. Do have a lovely day. We appreciate you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, to my viewers out there, as you all heard from my guests, his advice for the youth and him bringing up solutions to better our country. We appreciate him a lot. And then to my viewers out there, please try to do something. Try, because I believe you are seeing what is happening out there right now. The leaders we all voted, I believe we are all seeing, and we are all facing it. We are all experiencing the same problems. Let's rise up. Let's look beyond peanuts. Let's look beyond religion. Let's look beyond class. Let's look beyond personal interest. Let's look for what is good for everybody. Let's look for what is good for our country. Let's look for what is good to better our nation. Because we as a nation, we have to go up and not come down. Please and please, let us vote in the right people at the right time and stop religion, class, anything at all to our own interest, but to the betterment of the country. Please, the government, do something about the insecurity in Nigeria. Once again, this People and Politics show brings you to the latest insights into the factors that are shaping and are reshaping our political world. We're going to wrap up the show for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time, same station. I remain your girl, Rebecca A., your host for People and Politics show. Bye.
SRTV Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to